Abracadabra, y'all. Swans up in the air, dusty roads and old saloons, magic everywhere.
This is 13 Minutes to Magic Texas, an abbreviated limited series podcast about the TAOM, SAM, FISM, NACM combined convention on August the 30th through September the 2nd, 2024 in Arlington, Texas, which we call Magic Texas. I am one of your hosts, Scott Wells.
I'm Dallas Sanders, current president of the Texas Association of Magicians and co-producer of Magic Texas.
And I'm Mark Whitehouse. I'm the SAM convention chairman and the other co-producer of Magic Texas.
Every 2 weeks, we will post a new episode with new information, updates, and announcements about Magic Texas. This week, we're going to discuss a couple of amazing things we've got coming up with not one, but two different presenters who are magic collectors bringing parts of their collection to the Magic Texas for people to see. These are unique opportunities for these two gentlemen to get together. If even one of them was to show up, it would be phenomenal. But the fact that we've got two titans of trickery here, it's just going to be even better. One is Chip Romero, who has the Henning collection, and then Mark Jensen with the Marshall Brodien collection. So, Chip, hey there. Welcome.
Hello, Scott, and hello, Dow, and everybody.
Howdy.
And Mark Jensen over there to talk about Marshall Brodien.
Well, thank you again for inviting us. And hello, Dow, Mark, and Scott. And just real quick before you jump in on this, today is the perfect day for this because if you don't know, it's Marshall Brodien's birthday.
90 years old. He would have been 90, right?
Yep, would have been 90.
Yeah, quite timely. I think that we get together here for this. This is great. Now, Dow, was this your idea to get these two guys and kind of twist their arms to come?
Absolutely. I traditionally the TAOM has a collectors night where people who have magic collections get together. And I was thinking, do I know that has just amazing collections? And they're my two collecting buddies. These guys, they just have everything. Chip's house is one of the nicest magic museums I've ever been to, and I haven't been to the new house yet. And Mark just has so much stuff.
Well, I know, Chip, you had once before, of course, brought everything as a favor to Oscar Munoz, I believe, all the way out to Scottsdale, Arizona for an IBM convention a few years ago, and that was phenomenal. Is that kind of the magnitude of things you're going to be showing here this year?
What happened in Scottsdale can never happen again. It was way too big. I mean, we had 9 of his illusions and backdrops and everything. But I do want to point something out. I've been talking with Mark. Me and Mark's been buddies at least 15, 16 years. And I keep saying over the time, I said, we ought to do a double feature because I know of no one that influenced magic more at that time than Henning and Marshall Brodien. I mean, so many magicians were made from TV magic. So many magicians were made from Doug Henning. And just to tell you, my talks began as a personal favor to Mark. And that was Mark's TAOM. And Mark said, hey, I know you didn't buy this stuff to show it off. Would you bring a few things to my convention? And Mark literally created a monster. And so from Mark, this is all happening because of Mark Jensen. I mean, truth is truth. And we did that talk. And Mark had everybody there. He had Mullica, he had Thompson, he had
Gene
Harry
Anderson.
Gene Anderson came as my guest because at that time I needed Gene for all the historic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And but at any rate, I'm just saying. So Mark really created this, and so I've been telling Mark off and on. We get together on every Potter auction, in case our internets go down or whatever. We're in each other's ear, and I'm always saying, Mark, we got to do a double feature. And Dow presented it to us, and here we are, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be like an hour and a half, and of course, I'll talk about Doug Henning, and I'm going to bring part of my Quebec talk, my FISM talk. I'm going to bring part of that. I'll bring Doug's zigzag that he made, his Girl on Three Swords from the Magic Show. And then, Mark's going to bring his Marshall Brodien stuff. So it'll be an amazing hour and a half. And I'm sure Mark and I will get together and rehearse it and all that. But I call it like the drive-in double feature. And so that's what, but again, all of this is happening because of Mark. And of course, Dow has been a very close friend for many, many years as well. So when the idea came up, it was pretty simple. And Mark and I think Dow was driving by and Mark and I had 2 cardboard signs that said, we'll talk for food. And Dow's going to give us some apples like Michael Godot. And we're happy. We're really honored to be there.
This is a very, very exciting thing. I remember when Mark did the 2013 TAOM. I remember it so well because that was the first event that I attended as president of the SAM in 2013. And it was really a thrill. And I sat there, seems like it was early in the morning, but maybe I was just up late the night before, and just saw all that Henning stuff. And it hit me then that, Henning and Marshall Brodien really were the magic of the 1970s. And so many of us owe our career to watching those guys and buying the magic cards. So we're excited.
So true. I still have my TV magic cards. And when Mark acquired that collection, I've been jealous ever since, but it's a lovingly jealous.
I remember, Mark, also, you had so many TV magic cards, I believe. Was it you that was selling them, or was Marshall selling them?
I was selling them because my great wisdom, originally my plan was I bought enough to provide in the registration packet for everybody at TAOM 2013. But as is typical, we were like 2 weeks out and didn't, we were not meeting our break-even point yet. So I pulled them back. And of course, then we soared in those last 2 weeks. But, I was so busy, of all the different jobs as president that I didn't think, oh, hey, let's put them back. So, yeah, I had a table in the dealer room that we were selling them. Marshall sat there for a lot of it, signing them and talking to guests and stuff. So it was a fantastic time.
This is a good lead in, Mark, for you to tell about what people are going to be receiving that attend Yours and Chip's event.
Well, I have several hundred of those decks left, and they, thanks to Magic Texas, will be receiving a TV Magic card deck.
The registrants?
The people that come to the lecture.
Wow.
And then with me, they'll all get a Doug Henning window card directly from Doug's collection. So, hey, instant collector's items. And again, and yeah, so if they come to our drive-in double feature, they can leave with a deck of TV Magic cards and a Doug Henning window card.
They're going to get loot. That's awesome.
And afterwards, they can take a selfie with you all. Can they take a picture of the Doug Henning's zigzag?
We were doing that in Scottsdale, and that was quite popular. So absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Now, you said some of the things, Chip, you're going to be bringing along. Mark, what else are you planning to bring of Marshall's?
Well, some of that's going to be a surprise because, to be honest, I have so much stuff I haven't totally decided. But
the Wizzo costume would be pretty cool from the Bozo show.
Yes. I do have a Wizzo costume that I may bring. I also have the only David Copperfield magic set in existence. That's a prototype that Marshall produced. I have the original TV magic cards, the prototype decks that Marshall had made when he was on his way to developing the ones that we are so familiar with the, TV magic cards on the box and such. And, a few other fun things that I plan to bring.
I've seen all this stuff and I'm excited to see it.
There was so much swag, it sounds like, Dal and Mark, that people are going to be receiving at Magic Texas. They're almost going to need to have a car or a truck to bring it back. I know there's that other giant poster they're going to be getting and some other really cool stuff.
Yeah.
But,
this really is going to be a convention that they're going to be talking about for decades. And it's still... Magic Live has great conventions, but there's so many people there, and we're not quite half of what they are. So, this is going to be an intimate, fun convention, and it's going to be just amazing. It's not one you're going to want to miss. Still have time to register.
Plus, the hotel, I've said this so many times, the hotel is actually too nice for magicians. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for magicians to really stay in a nice hotel where, the staff there is so attentive, and it's just going to be such an incredible event. Plus, right across the street is Texas Live, where they have 13 restaurants and 30 bars, and they have a great bar that's open till 2 a.m. Right there in the hotel. So there's going to be so many chances to hang out. Plus, upstairs, right outside of our main ballroom is a huge hall that we're going to use for sessioning. I mean, it's just, we've been in ballrooms that aren't as large as this hallway is.
Mhm.
So this is just the perfect facility, the perfect convention. We've got amazing acts, and we even have Chip and Mark.
No other convention
Well,
can boast that.
I'll be honest with you. I'm going just to see all the competition acts because when I went to Quebec and to FISM, it was wonderful watching all those acts. So I'll bet you that'll be a blast watching all these competition acts as well.
And the winners in Quebec, they're going to be there performing in the stage shows.
Yeah, that's incredible. That's
Yeah.
incredible.
There will not be a contest for the TAOM nor the SAM. There's just going to be for the North American Championships of Magic,
Well,
correct?
the TAOM contest will be at the same time as the FISM. We'll put we'll put TAOM judges in the audience, and they'll be judging the same people.
So there will be TAOM trophies awarded as well, then you're saying?
Yes.
And then we have the Bradley Jacobs People's Choice Award Monday afternoon. That'll be the final show for the convention.
Or the SAM. You know, that
Right.
is another important point that you mentioned there as far as Monday afternoon. I was just talking with someone recently, and they said they're used to the TOM being over by noon on Monday. Well, this is going to be running through Monday night. So be sure that you make your room reservations through Monday night, because we just spoke last time with Greg Wilson, who was talking about having his mom, Nani, the lovely Nani Darnell, who's going to be there then as well, plus the big illusions he's going to be doing in that Monday night show. So there'll be things going on till late Monday. So plan on leaving on Tuesday.
And Lance comes in a day earlier.
On Thursday, that's right.
Yes. So that's a lot of stuff to remember. And so you'll want to come in on Thursday and stay through Tuesday. And who knows, maybe even we might have a little impromptu summer splash Monday night at the pool, which is an amazing pool too. But
Well, I've never been. I want to go.
At the
It's-
Sanders
there you go.
Castle.
You can this year. MagicTexas.com. See the schedule there and register.
and guys, that's our time.
Thank you guys very much for joining us. And thank you, listeners, for tuning in here. And if you have not yet registered, please do go to magictexas.com. We want to see you there. And I know you're going to get a lot out of it, both physically and intellectually. You'll be learning a lot of stuff and seeing something that you will never see again, that you'll be talking about for the rest of your lives. Thank you very much, Chip Romero, and for Mark Jensen for being our guests here today. Thanks a lot, guys. Thank you. That was Mark Whitehouse, Dow Sanders, and this is Scott Wells. Bye-bye, y'all.